I've seen it. Everyone else says they've seen it. No, I've seen it. I am scared that I may be making fun of a popular movie. I have seen this movie twice, and I think this is the worst movie I've ever seen. Not seen it on YouTube, not seen some guy make fun of on YouTube, but I actually sat through and saw myself without knowing that I may be watching a horrible movie. That's how that's the bar that I'm putting this on. When the first thing I say after finishing a movie is this, well, now I'm 2 hours closer to death. That's not a good sign. The movie we're going to be making fun of is Take Shelter. This movie's budget was $5 million and it made a bit over $3 million. The reason I think this may be kind of popular is because IMDb decided that this movie deserved a rating of 7.4. Not high, but way too high for this movie. So the reason I hate this movie is because nothing ever happens. Nothing. I can summarize all the important parts in this movie in 20 seconds. And just so you know, when I say all the important parts, you're like, well, every movie has to have a little bit of a subplot. None of the subplots are somewhat interesting. Less than 20 seconds, go. He has this dream about a storm. He goes insane. He buys an expensive storm shelter, and then a storm comes. But then he comes out, and it was just a regular storm, and he realizes, oh, I'm nuts. But then the real one comes, the end. Yay! The reason is, there is all this boring stuff that I'm talking about is not character development. Every single time two characters are talking to each other, it lasts for at least 6 minutes, and I counted. So, what I'm going to be looking at today is the boring, dumb stuff, 95% of the movie, that does not affect the plot at all. Alright, let's start this train wreck. It starts out with text that makes this movie look like it's from the early 90s, even though it just came out 10 years ago. Alright, he's just staring up at some rain and gets urine on his hands, I guess? I don't know. I don't think this ever means anything. I mean, yeah, spoiler alert, he does wet the bed later. But, is that what that means? But it's just his imagination because he's in the shower. So his daughter is deaf, but apparently he keeps forgetting this because he keeps talking to her in every scene that he's in with her.
Don't feed the dog now.
But when he gets home from work, they watch their child while she sleeps, and they talk about... Well, I guess I would know what they were talking about if the audio wasn't so quiet. Do they not have mics in this movie? I don't think they do. I think they're using the normal camera audio. Which, yes, I do that too, but I don't have a budget of $5 million.
She's still not playing with the others, though.
Like, I turned the audio, like, super loud in this movie, and all you could hear is... So it rains again, but he doesn't have pee on his hands this time, but he still thinks his hand is really interesting for some reason. I swear to God, if that's mayonnaise, I'm gonna scream. So anyway, the tornado appears. Sick! The movie's starting now! So he grabs his daughter, and the dog bites him, and like is trying to kill him or something, and then, oh wait, it was a dream. Oh. We're gonna be seeing a lot of those. So he's at work, and he thinks his arms is really cool. It's freaking mayonnaise! So at work, he sees birds, and he asks his coworker,
You ever see birds fly like that? What?
so I guess he just is too lazy to ask again. I don't know. So he's driving with his kid. And they stop the car and they get attacked by random people. Yes, the movie's finally starting. And then it's a dream again. Dang it! I get he's going insane, and you want to drive that point home. I understand that. You can at least make it obvious he's dreaming. Maybe show a few clips of him struggling in his sleep. But, like, the first dream, fine. The second dream? That's like a dream in a dream. That's what, like, when that happens in movies, you're like, no, that's stupid. That just happened earlier. Don't make me think this is getting good. So his wife thinks he's getting sick, and he responds,
I'm alright, it's just a cold or something.
no, that food is cold. So he insists he's fine and stays home and builds a cage for his dog while his wife gets ripped off at a yard sale.
This pillow's $15.
I'll give you 7 for it.
I can't go that low.
8.
That's fine. It's like she likes to count change.
Like, just so you know, there's definitely more dialogue in between there, but I think, like, the point of this is, like, she's kind of getting a good deal, but it goes from 15 to 7 to 10 to 8. You got $1 more than I could do. Look at my Patreon. I got 1 patron. I'm pretty sure it's a family member. He finds a key to his bomb shelter and opens that. That's probably the second important thing that's happened in this movie in the past 20 minutes. That's not a joke. Nothing that we saw besides him having his first bad dream and a key to the bomb shelter. Those are the only 2 things that mean anything. And those are the only 2 things that will mean anything for the rest of the movie until the ending. She asks why he put the dog outside, and he basically is like, reasons. He goes out of the living room and forget his daughter is deaf again.
Anna?
For some reason. He keeps doing that. He goes up and sees her staring at someone who's staring back through the window. And then they poorly try to break in just by jiggling the doorknob. And he, for some reason, grabs his daughter and sits down in the corner instead of, like, getting a weapon or calling the police. Guys, someone's breaking in. Tuck and roll. And then everything starts floating. And then falls. Now it's getting interesting. No, that was a dream, too. Are you serious? So we pee-peed to bed. Oh no. He gives his wife an attitude, and obviously she's not happy about that. She dips, and after a while, he finally goes to the doctor. So he gives him some stop wetting the bed medicine, and his wife found out that his husband's insurance covers the entire operation. You don't know what operation I'm talking about? You'll never know what operation I'm talking. The mom uses a crayonist makeup, which is a horrible example for your child. Do you want your kid to start eating crayons? Because that's probably what she's going to start doing. So they start talking about the kid. They're going to get her help.
You excited? Huh? Gonna get you some help.
What does that mean? They're going to get her help? Are they going to cure her deafness? Getting help is what they told me they were going to do to me when I joined a cult. So apparently his pills didn't work because he imagined thunder.
Damn it. What? It sounds like thunder. What sounds like thunder?
Drove somewhere else, threw up, and then stared at some metal. Yeah, a grown man ran home because he started hearing thunder. I swear I could have sworn that he was going to start singing the thunder song from Ted. We find out that his mom had paranoid schizophrenia. That kind of, you know, if I would have known that earlier, then I might have, you know, tied some knots. He took a quiz, and he doesn't have paranoid schizophrenia. But what he does have, he might have a brief psychotic disorder or something along those lines. I'm not a doctor. I don't know exactly what it is. But I know a bunch of you are going to get mad at me in the comments because I probably didn't pronounce that right.
I don't know, she just left me in the car in the parking lot at the grocery store one day, and she didn't come back. And then they found her a week later eating trash out of a dumpster in northern Kentucky.
I swear at first I thought he said beating the trash out of a dumpster.
All right, stay here. I'll be right back.
So then he spends a bunch of money on a bomb shelter, and his wife is understandably mad, but I guess we're supposed to side with him. Oh, why can't you just let your husband spend all of your money on a tornado shelter? It might help. The chances of it helping are... So if you just become that 1 in 5,693,092 people, that's really gonna come in handy. So then he has a seizure. The movie is finally starting.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't send an ambulance.
What are you doing?
Fine.
Why do do this to me? So that was dumb. His daughter's surgery is approved. I would care if I knew what her problem was. He buys a gas mask, because, I mean, he's in the neighborhood, so why not? So he has a dream that his wife almost kills him. What I will say is this time it's obviously a dream, thankfully, because she's obviously not acting normal, even for a murderer, and he is acting way too calm, and he's just going like, no, that doesn't go here, that goes on lettuce. So he gets fired, and now their insurance is going to be gone in 2 weeks, and she slaps him, because, like, how hard was it to not get fired, dude? But I guess, I don't know where he's supposed to be in the scene, it doesn't say, so I'm gonna guess he's at another one of, like, the counselors. So the counselor's just like, alright, your mom was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia in her early 30s. Let's start there. And this guy's like, I didn't know I had to talk. I'm out of here. So then him and his wife makes up, and she has a plan for everything, and this is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, then I made a decision. We cancel the beach trip. We have enough to cover bills for the next 2 months with your last check. I'm gonna get a job. You're gonna find another job. I'm gonna call to see if we can move Hannah's surgery up. We need to see what it costs to extend your policy to the end of the year. I want you to see a psychiatrist. Not a counselor from the free clinic, someone good.
I've thought about this a lot. So he's at a dinner party or something, I don't know, and a fight erupts. Now it's getting interesting. Yes, actually. Yes! So he knocks the guy out, screams the same ramblings about a store coming, talking about being a thief?
You think I'm a thief?
I mean, this movie's really boring, so I could have missed that, but alright. And then cries and dips. Okay, it's boring again. Dang it! Why am I watching this movie? He sees some birds and then wakes up. Yeah, another dream. But, this time, sirens are going off. Now it's getting interesting. Actually, it was a normal storm and they go back inside. I'm out. But then, the storm comes, and everybody else sees it too. Wait, is it finally getting interesting? Actually, it's ending. That's the end. That's where it cuts off to black. That's where the side credits should roll, not where it should start. What? Also, when the storm actually does come, they look back and forth for way too long. So anyway, guys, that's probably been... I'm gonna make you eat Rocky Road ice cream. No, I hate almonds. Thank God. It was just a dream. Yeah, Rocky Road isn't real. I guess you're probably right. Oh my God, look. Dang it!